Everyone, it's Kyle Daniels, Eric's Beach Real Estate, and I hope you all had a great weekend. I'm going to go a little off cuff here and talk about something different than market stats, but instead pose a question. And that does days on market, it's a term that you see with listings, does that really matter? And what I want to dig into today is when you shop for homes, are you looking at the house? Of course you are. You're looking at the house. Duh, that was a dumb question. But are you considering the amenities of the house and the price? Or are you really thinking, how does days on market matter? Now, for those that have looked at a lot of real estate, or for other realtors watching this, you're going to say, of course it matters, because if it's been on the market for a long time, it's probably been overpriced. But it's really just kind of an arbitrary data point that we look at. And when I say arbitrary, it's great when you're looking at trends and seeing if, homes are taking longer to sell. But when you're looking at an individual house, I want to make the argument that it doesn't really matter. I bet for you that are out there looking, you're considering the number of bedrooms, the location, the style of the house, if it's been updated, if it's close to good schools, if it's close to parks or the beach, or has an ocean view or a mountain view or a city lights view, or is easy to get in and out of for traffic when you're driving to work. I think those are the things that matter far more than how many days it's been on the market. And I think as a result, people look at properties and say, that thing's been on there for 100 days in this hot market where things are selling in less than 30 or 40 days. And we automatically say, there must be something wrong with the property. When the reality is, a seller may just have a high price point, and if you're a buyer, you can still write an offer on it. The price is determined by the buyer and the seller agreeing on a price to exchange their home. So days on market, I think, is irrelevant. I know we want to look at it for data and all that stuff, and I'll talk about it in different articles and blogs and when I'm up here talking. But in terms of actually shopping for a home, I really don't think it matters all that much. One more thing I want to point out, there's a lot of agents out there and they're listing things and taking it off and canceling it and resetting. So more and more days on market is kind of a useless number. In fact, a lot of times it's been pre-shopped within an office. There might have been a coming soon sign on the property, and it's been kind of on the market for 2 weeks, but days on market says 0 days. So those are all things you need to consider when you're saying, does it really matter? Thanks for letting me rant a little bit. As always, please call if you have any questions. I'm always happy to help, and I hope you have a great week. Thanks.